What's up, everyone? I'm Jacob here with week 5 of the Littleroot Lessons Team Draft League, and very excited to bring you this battle very early in the morning. As you can see, the sky in Hullbury, the sun hasn't even risen yet, but we're out here ready to play. So, as always, get started with a quick overview of the team before we get started. If you do want to skip straight ahead to the battle, I've got the timestamps down below. I'll also leave a paste for my team so that you can see, EV spreads and things that I didn't mention in this brief overview in the description below as well. And, let's get started. So, first things I want to cover this week, I am playing charismaacheck, who is a very good player. They made top 32 top cut at the North American International Championships. That was, though, Series 12, and with this being a brand new format, and with charismaacheck having to step in for my original opponent this week, so, thank you again for that, I have no idea what their tendencies are here in Spikemuth Cup. I was able to go back, find a couple of their Series 9 teams, but, those were in a Dynamax format, so things are definitely going to be different here. But because I know that, they stepped in pretty late to substitute for my original opponent, and because charismaacheck is also playing this weekend at the TCG Regional in Baltimore, I know that they don't have, or didn't have, that much time to prepare for this match, so I am really keying in on one of their, I would say, is one of their comfort picks. So that's kind of a hope on my end. I'm really expecting to see Sun, Lilligant Torkoal, Venusaur Torkoal, something along those lines. And that is why we have Naganadel. Start right there. So I originally had a Landorus Incarnate form in this slot on the team. But Naganadel, I think, just hits more of the format hard. The vast majority of teams will have a ground resist or a ground immunity, probably both, maybe multiple. But you're not really going to be able to resist poison plus dragon coverage. And even if you do have a Celesteela, bang, flamethrower. So Naganadel, I think is just so good in this format. Any non-Dynamax format, Pokemon like Naganadel, really all the Ultra Beasts, I think are going to be really, really good, especially the very fast, very offensive ones. You see Kartana in the box there as well. And a Heligo is another one that just hits so hard, especially being that poison type, because Tapu Fini, Koko, Lele are all very common in the format as well. So, I really like Naganadel on the team, but I mentioned I didn't originally have it there. The original concept was just Tailwind Hyper Offense. I am not certain of what I'm going to be facing because, again, it's the first week of a brand new format. We're playing Series 9 No Max rules, Spikemuth Cup. This week, I had mentioned that in the last video that now, from here on out for the rest of the season, it's 9 weeks. So from week 5 on, the majority of people are going to be playing Spikemuth Cup, while a couple of people each week are playing Series 13. So, with it being a new format, I wanted something that I was pretty comfortable with, so I definitely got a lot of games in and testing with this team, and I wanted to just be able to win as easily as possible, I guess. So, Tailwind Whimsicott with Encore, I think, does that perfectly. The Focus Sash, of course, will let you eat a hit. The Tailwind is for your Naganadel, for your Choice Band Urshifu, which is pretty self-explanatory there too, just hits like a freight train. But Whimsicott, the damage output's pretty good too. Even Urshifu Rapid Strike, the water form, it is a very favorable roll to one-hit KO with Moonblast if they don't have a Focus Sash. So Whimsicott is kind of pulling double duty there. It is also very fast in itself, and because of the way our Naganadel is trained, the Whimsicott is a few points faster. So we have a good opportunity, for facing Sarina or, any other Pokemon that could be holding a Focus Sash. If we can get a Tailwind up, or if we're just naturally faster, Whimsicott can break a potential Sash with a Moonblast, Naganadel follows up with a Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Draco, what have you, and can pick up that KO. Rounding out the rest of the team, it's just that Fire, Water, Grass core. Rotom, Heat, Rillaboom, Tapu Fini, I think are just so strong, and they do have a lot of really good synergies together. The Rotom Heat especially, I, played around with a lot. They originally had a Safety Goggles on that Pokemon, but because I've got the Fini with Misty Terrain, I wasn't too worried about sleep. So threw Citrus Berry on there, and that really helped. I think the Citrus Berry allows Rotom to really do the job it's supposed to. The base HP is very, very low, but the defensive stats aren't bad, and the defensive profile, being an electric fire type with Levitate, is really solid. So, main goal of this Pokemon is to check/counter, your opposing Rillaboom, Sarenas that usually carry Triple Axle, which is very threatening to this team, Celesteela, as I had mentioned, as well as just, a variety of things. Ferrothorn, another one that, Rotom just cooks, which is very, very nice. And, of course, Rillaboom, one of the most splashable Pokemon in the format. Just so strong. We're max attack. We're a lot of special defense investment, too. So we can deal with Naheligos a little bit. That is really the Pokemon that gives this team the most trouble, I would say, is, you're looking at the team, there's no ground type, our only ground move is on a Pokemon weak to Sludge Bomb, so the game plan for Naheligo has to be a little bit more specific, but as I mentioned, really keying in on my opponent, likely bringing Sun, and if they do bring Naheligo plus, Togekiss for Follow Me, then we do our best. Then we've got some answers, but we do our best, and we're saying, hey, we're coming into this week 3-0 anyway, playing with house money a little bit, having a good time. So with that, I think I'm going to take us straight to the battle. I've got a message in Discord waiting from charismaacheck, so I'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Alright, we are jumping into it now with Game 1 against charismaacheck, and this is a very different team from what I was expecting, but not anything that I'm too scared of. I think Rotom Heat is incredible here. Rotom, how do they beat Rotom? Because we're immune to that ground type. I definitely want to keep that Pokemon around. They do have a way to change the terrain on there, and I really like, of course, Rotom, but I see no Fake Out on their end. I see no opposing Tailwind. So Whimsicott Urshifu feels very like a very strong lead to me. The other option would be like Whimsicott Naganadel, but if they do lead like the Togedemaru, that actually does have Fake Out. So I do like the idea of leading Whims Naga so I can protect turn 1. But I will go Whims Urshifu, definitely bringing Rotom. And the last, I think, is going to be Naganadel. Flamethrower is going to be very, very useful here. And Tapu Fini doesn't really want to stare down all of those steel types. Fini's still strong, though. The problem is Sludge Bomb Lando Eye. And the way that we deal with Sludge Bomb Lando Eye is outspeed and KO, basically. We can outspeed with our Naganadel just base. We can outspeed with Urshifu once we get Tailwind up, and one-shot it with either a Wicked Blow or a Draco Meteor. Already sent the good luck have fun to Charisma. Very much looking forward to this game as they go Landorus and Didi right off the bat. So Follow Me, and I am a big fan of Substitute Lando Eye. I know it's not the most common thing in the world, but I think like Substitute, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, as we see Psychic Seed. Okay. Shoot, once again, I don't have anything. Every week. Gotta go run and grab the notebook. Alright. So we saw Psychic Seed and Didi. I am expecting a potential Earth Power here into Urshifu. I want a Tailwind and U-turn on that Didi. Yeah, so I get the Tailwind off. U-turn's going to go out first. I'm going to go out into Rotom, as they can probably tell we're Choice Band from that damage, as that does so much. We're going to go into Rotom here, anticipating an Earth Power onto the Urshifu slot. Beautiful. And potential expanding force as well, yep, to break a sash on Ndidi and catch if anything wants to switch in. So So not too much damage on Rotom that turn, so that's great. I could try to Encore lock the Landorus into an Earth Power. I don't know how much that really gets me, because they could just follow me, and then Psychic Terrain doesn't do anything to Indeedee. The question is, does Moonblast KO Indeedee from this range? I would think it's close. If they're at +1, we do 20 to 25. So it looks like a roll. I do want to go for it. I do want to Moonblast, and we'll just get a nasty plot up here. We're not going to go down to a Sludge Bomb from Landorus. Just activate our Citrus Berry, as we do not KO the Indeedee. So it could have some special defense investment. We could have also just gotten a really low roll. As they Psychic. Okay. Earth Power Psychic. We are going to live. We do activate our Citrus. And I think that lets us live an Expanding Force because we got the special attack drop with the Moonblast. Beautiful. So now we go to Naganadel. Earth Power Psychic, we are almost certain Life Orb on Landorus. We are now +2 with our Rotom, so Overheat is going to one-shot Landorus. We still have, what, 2 turns of Tailwind? Beautiful. So just a Sludge Bomb into Indeedee and Overheat into Landorus sets us up for a potential double KO. They withdraw Landorus. Going to Togedemaru. Looking for a potential Fake Out next turn onto the Rotom to get that KO. Because we're not affected by the Psychic Seed, the Psychic Terrain. But that's an easy Beast Boost on Naganadel. They do see Life Orb. And Overheat is going to miss, which is really unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. I am anticipating Sturdy on Togedemaru. This is our last turn of Tailwind. They, I would think, have probably Bisharp in the back for a Sucker Punch late game. Rotom doesn't offer me too much. Rotom doesn't offer me too much after Tailwind ends. So I'm going to Draco and Overheat into the Landorus. Landorus does protect. And let's see if they do click Fake. They Spiky Shield, so they just protect both. That's fine. We do see Spiky Shield. Yeah, protect both makes a lot of sense there. We do know that, especially at +1, this Draco is absolutely going to cook the Landorus. At neutral, we still Oko Landorus with little to no bulk. And, I mean, this is where I can bust out an Ally Switch. That just buys me an extra turn. I'm assuming Togedemaru is going to want to take out the Rotom this turn. And if that's the case, then if I Ally Switch, Naganadel can probably eat a hit from Togedemaru. I assume it's not very offensively invested. And we can buy one more turn. I don't want to reveal the Ally Switch yet, though. Man, that Overheat miss is a really bummer. It's a really big bummer. Draco is also going to miss. Okay. So we got some bad luck. We got some really bad luck in this game, missing 2 90% accurate moves. Weirdness disappears, but... Oh. That is a bummer. because Landorus would go down. I would, at the very least, I would see their last Pokemon. And if it is that Bisharp, then Urshifu maybe wins. But they also probably, they don't KO Naganadel, so it's still 2v. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, not much I can do about it now. I think I played pretty well this game. I put myself in a position to win. The Earth Power is going to OHKO, because we do not have the Sash on that Pokemon. And that is going to be our first loss of the Littleroot Lessons Team Draft League. So, we of course are going to take their lead card. That is rough. I mean, you know, we are running moves that are not 100% accurate. That's kind of just what happens whenever you do that, but it's still... It's always unfortunate. I mean, especially, you know, we're assuming that Togedemaru is sturdy, so we wouldn't have picked up that KO immediately, but we would have had it down to 1 HP. That's, you know, in perfect range for a Sucker Punch, a... You know, any attack. So, they led Indeedee Landorus game 1. Do I go same lead? I think Tailwind is super important in this game. I do also want to preserve the Whimsicott. I may drop the Urshifu, but then I don't have a way to one-shot the Indeedee, and that is a Pokemon that really can give me some trouble. So I do like Whims Urshifu. I mean, the other option would be like Whimsicott Naganadel, but if they do lead the Indeedee Landorus, they can just follow me to redirect my Draco, and that doesn't get me too much. So we're going to bring the same 4. Again, I thought that my game plan game 1 was pretty solid. I would have caught the Togedemaru on the switch in, but you can't live too much in the past. So let's finish out the last 2, Celesteela and Buzzwole. Again, assuming that it was the Bisharp as the last for them, as they go Togedemaru Landorus. They do have Fake Out pressure with the Togedemaru now. This is a good turn to protect my Whimsicott and swap out into Rotom. They could read into the Rotom swap, and their Earth Power Psychic, I would think Sludge Bomb is the last on that Lando. Is Rotom more important than Urshifu? I think I always protect Whimsicott. I am going to go Rotom here. I think it's a very obvious switch. I made the exact same switch last game. But with them being ahead, they don't necessarily need to make over-aggressive predictions. We do see Fake Out and Sludge Bomb, so they just double into the Whimsicott. Really, yeah, so that's another safe move from them. Expecting me to want to preserve my... Urshifu. Is this where I drop the Encore? Togedemaru... Because I think they would either want to switch out this turn. Nah, I like an Encore into Togedemaru, just to show them I have it too. And also, get some of the mind games going there too. So let's Encore. They do withdraw Togedemaru. Okay, makes sense. Go out into Indeedee. We are going to get +2 on Rotom as the Indeedee gets the Psychic Surge. Yeah. It's looking tough. Looking tough here in Game 2, let me tell you. But we've seen the Togedemaru, we've seen Landorus, we've seen Indeedee. Psychic comes out likely into the Rotom. Not boosted by Psychic Terrain because we are levitating and because they're also floating. But Gets us our Citrus Berry back. We nasty plot. The question is, do we KO the Indeedee? If they're at +1, we do not KO with Overheat. We do not KO with Overheat, and they have a very free Psychic plus Expanding Force this turn. I think... yeah, so Rotom's not going to go down into an Expanding Force. I think I have to Tailwind here. I have to call that they are going to Expanding Force and Overheat into the Landorus. Just try to pick up that KO this turn. Landorus protects. Yeah. I mean, they're a very good player. They're reading my every move at this point. Yeah, the one turn I was like, oh, they could get a little bit aggressive here. They don't. We do live with both, which is huge, and we do have Tailwind support. We do have Tailwind support, and we can pick up 1 KO this turn. I think if I... the thing is, Overheat plus Moonblast doesn't even KO Indeedee. So we're going to Protect. We're going to Overheat into the Landorus again. I'm expecting a Follow Me this turn, and then like a Psychic or a Sludge Bomb into Rotom. That makes a lot of sense to me, but what it means is that we can go Urshifu. The Overheat comes out. We do some very good damage. Sludge Bomb into Rotom. I think that picks up the KO. It does. Okay, so now we go Naganadel. We have to Protect. I said Urshifu, but I hadn't thought that one entirely through because the Urshifu can't Protect, and I was like, oh, I can just Encore Landorus into Protect, but the Indeedee could follow me, which would go before my Encore. So let's okay, we have what, 2 more turns to Tailwind. The Indeedee should be in range of a Sludge Bomb. They're going to follow me. They're going to follow me in Earth Power this turn. They're probably not going to because I said it out loud. They don't. Okay, so Moonblast crit. Does not crit. Our Naganadel is safe though. They Psychic into Naga. And the Indeedee is going to Expanding Force, take out my Whimsicott. Yeah. This one really got away from me quickly. The first game was bad luck. Second game I just played, you know, I played the game plan, but they are, you know, they just read it. They read it really well. You know, it set up Tailwind, and now I only have 1 more turn of Tailwind to work with my Urshifu and my Naganadel. I am going to Wicked Blow into the Landorus for what it's worth, and then Sludge Bomb and Indeedee. I will pick up 1 KO this turn, at the very least, and then we can go from there. If Indeedee doesn't have Protect, I can potentially pick up both, which would actually be great. From the Indeedee, I mean, we've seen... yeah, Follow Me, so that's going to redirect the Sludge Bomb. So that'll get that KO. And then our Wicked Blow is going to one-shot the Landorus because we're Choice Band. Rad. So there's still a chance. There's still a chance. Psychic Terrain's in the field, so they... never mind. Never mind. Okay. I was going to say this so they can't fake me out. They can certainly still fake me out. Because no more Psychic Terrain. I do at least get to see their 4th Pokemon this game, which is huge. So it's Togedemaru, and it is going to be Celesteela as the last. Celesteela is the last. I am locked into Wicked Blow, and now they should know that Urshifu is Choice Band at this point. So they know that's a free fake out every day of the week. They should expect me to protect with Naganadel. But if I protect Naganadel and they just take out Urshifu, that's lost. That's the ball game. So I do have to go a little bit aggressive, force them to fake out the Naganadel so that I can keep Urshifu around. The other big bright side here is that Togedemaru, they do fake out the Naganadel. That does so much. The other big bright side here is that Urshifu, again, is faster than Celesteela, so we are at least going to get this damage off. And that's really good damage. Air Slash miss or a Leech Seed. Okay. If Togedemaru is not able to knock out Urshifu this turn, I think we might still... I think we're still in this. I think we're definitely still in this. So the Celesteela, we see Leech Seed. Very interesting. Okay, so Wicked Blow definitely goes into the Celesteela this turn. And we Flamethrower into... See, okay, so Togedemaru, we know they have Fake Out, we know they have Spiky Shield. I would assume Iron Head is the last, and I don't know if that KOs Urshifu. Like Iron Head or it's signature move. But like even if they're like Jolly max attack, Iron Head's not gonna get that KO. So we can Flamethrower into Togedemaru here to break their Sturdy. Yeah, and Naganadel's faster than Togedemaru too, which is huge. So yeah, we do see Sturdy. Okay. Okay. We're back, and Urshifu's faster. Oh wow, because Togedemaru is only base 96 speed, so we're always going to be faster. That's really good to know. Zingzak, that's the one, but it's the same base power as Iron Head, and it never KOs. That's fantastic news. Okay. Wow. Okay. Battles cancel. Yeah. No. That one was done. So we force our first game 3 of the draft league. Wow, that one looked dire. That one looked real bad there in the early game. But okay. So knowing that the Urshifu is faster than Togedemaru is great knowledge. You can also see Wet. That's the team I use to grind up BP in the restricted sparring. Water types. Okay. Yeah, no, Naganadel and Urshifu are just so strong here. Because they outspeed everything that's not Landorus. I think I like the same 4. I think I like Whimsicott Naganadel as the lead, though. So I don't have to worry about fake outs. Because that cost me a lot of momentum early game, where I had to preserve the Urshifu, assuming the fake out on that slot. Whereas this game, if I lead Naganadel, then I have that... I also still have, instant offense pressure, and I can protect, which is important. Okay. Banjo's coming by to say hi. Some big momentum here going into game 3. Okay, so it was Celesteela. Celesteela was likely the last in game 1, too. But it's going to be Buzzwole Toad. Buzzwole Togedemaru. I mean, we should be able to one-shot Buzzwole with our Naganadel, unless they're like super bulky AV. Buzzwole Togedemaru. Unless they're super bulky AV, we should be able to one-shot. I like just protect both here. We scout fake out. We don't take any unnecessary damage. because the Buzzwole could also, you know, they could try to fake out Poison Jab. The only scary part is if they, like, fake out and Ice Punch, okay? I was going to say, the only scary part is if they, like, fake out plus, what's it called? Like, Bulk Up. But I really don't even have to worry about encoring the Togedemaru. It really doesn't threaten me too much. We know Spiky Shield, Fake Out, Zing Zap. I would assume Nuzzle is the last. Which Nuzzle could be tricky, but since I've already revealed Encore, they should be worried about that. So I'd like just a double up into this Buzz. Draco technically is a little bit stronger, as they do withdraw Togedemaru. Beautiful. Into the Indeedee, so no prankster shenanigans here. Buzzwole could protect this turn too. Buzzwole could protect this turn. We're going to hope they don't, as we are going to see some animations. The Indeedee is going to get the Psychic Seed. But I'm thinking if they let it, yeah. I'm thinking it's probably Assault Vest. And so Moonblast, it is not AV, or that's a crit. It is not AV at all, and we do get the Flamethrower off into that slot. That's an early KO. That's huge. That is huge. Because our Naganadel, our Draco Meteor is now doing a ton at +1. So that's Buzzwole gone. They do bring out Landorus. They threaten an Earth Power onto the Naganadel. I think they're probably going to Psychic that slot, though. I could make a real saucy play and go hard into Urshifu while I get a Tailwind up. I think this is definitely the turn to Tailwind. I like that I didn't have to Tailwind the first couple of turns of this game. I actually still don't have to. I can just Protect to save from a double up here. And I am just going to Draco into the Landorus. Naganadel's not terribly important in this game. And if they don't follow me this turn, and I can just pick up a KO on the Landorus... Oh... That's really unlucky. That's really, really, really unlucky. Expanding Force probably KOs, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's really bad. That's really unfortunate. Rotom, you know, we know at least Rotom takes 2. I got the play right. They were doubling into... I think we still go Urshifu. Because Rotom should be able to beat Landorus 1v1. We can Tailwind this turn and Wicked Blow Landorus. I'm assuming they are going to follow me, yep. But Wicked Blow is going to get that one shot. Oh, man. Except that Draco hits, that's the game. They're down to their last 2. Rotom beats whatever Steel type is hanging out in the back, and... yeah, Rotom beats whatever Steel type's hanging out in the back. And Urshifu can take care of the Indeedee. They do Earth Power into the Urshifu. That's going to take us out. It's Togedemaru is the last, we know that. Yeah, we know it's Togedemaru. They still haven't revealed... Oh, no, they did reveal Sludge Bomb. Duh. There's definitely still a way for us to win this. Like a Moonblast plus an Overheat should still KO the Landorus. We have 3 turns of Tailwind, 2 turns of Psychic Terrain. We Moonblast Landorus, and Do I need to Moonblast? Or can I Encore? I Moonblast. I Moonblast and Overheat into Landorus here. They, I would think, protect. They don't. They do fake out into Rotom. That's expected. But they do not have a way to one-shot my Rotom. We still have Psychic Terrain up. Or we still have our Citrus Berry and Psychic Terrain. Sludge Bomb does go into Whimsicott. They need a Poison here. After I said it, now I'm holding my breath. Okay, rad. Rad, rad, rad. So, so good. Okay. Whims is going to... we're going to protect Whimsicott this turn. No reason to let it go down to a hit from Togedemaru. And Overheat into Landorus. Our Rotom is faster. The Togedemaru cannot one-shot our Rotom. We still do have our Citrus Berry. Landorus protects. Togedemaru probably targeting the Whimsicott. We do have to land an Overheat at this point, but Zingzap... Again, okay. So it does go into the Whims. Weirdness disappears. I don't need to Encore the Togedemaru at all. We have one more turn of Tailwind. They're going to need a double protect on Landorus. Or an Overheat miss again. But we Moonblast into Togedemaru to break their Sturdy and Overheat. Here, they go for it. They don't get the double. They don't get the double. We Moonblast into Togedemaru, breaks their Sturdy. Very, very nice. Overheat comes out. We do connect. We pick up the KO. Okay. 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 Oh, man. Zingzap is going to come out into the Whimsicott, finally finish us off. Tailwind peters out. We still have our Citrus. We're at -2. If they are very bulky Togedemaru, Overheat at -2 does not pick up this KO. So I always Nasty Plot once. They should be faster. And they Spiky Shield, so this is just a free Nasty Plot too. Rad. But I always Nasty Plot once, so I can guarantee a KO if and when I land an Overheat. And let's hope Zingzap has... It's the 30% chance to flinch. It's the exact same move as Iron Head, just Electric type. No flinch. Rotom gets the Overheat off. And we pull it through. Oh man, everything working against us. Missing 3 different 90% accurate moves. Yeah, dropping the GG well played. That was a heck of a set. Heck of a set to keep going. We are going to dip out of here. I just smashed B. But a 2-1 win over charismaacheck to start off our run in Series 9 No Max Spikemuth Cup rules. That feels great. Again, I mentioned it's early. We started playing at like 8 o'clock local time here. I was up super late last night. I went to Game 3 of the WNBA Finals. Unfortunately, my aces got the doors blown off them, but still a lot of fun. The only issue is that apparently Kathy Engelbert decided that it's a good idea to start a WNBA Finals game at 9 p.m. on the East Coast. So I got back at like 1 o'clock. I did not get too much sleep. Oh wow, I'm just still in shock. Okay, rad. Super good. Yeah, super fun set. Shout out charismaacheck. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, the Rotom Heat, I think facing a team that doesn't have, they had one Fake Outer, but facing a team that doesn't have Tailwind and a team that I naturally outspeed almost all of their Pokemon anyway, I think that just gave us a huge matchup advantage. And even with the RNG not working in our favor, we do get the dub. So moves us personally now to 4-0 in weeks that we've played, which is huge. So much better than I thought I was going to do here in this draft league. So very, very happy with my personal performance so far, but even more so with my team. Coming into week 5, we're 4-0 as a team too. I mentioned in my video last week that our team had started 0-3 against our opponent. Again, we only have 9 people play each week, so starting 0-3 is a pretty big hole to climb out of. But I got the first win for our team last week, and Giga and Will were able to bring it back and get our last couple of dubs last Sunday. So that's massive. We are now, I believe, 2-0 after this win for me here today. So you love to see that. You love to see the team success. We are, we're looking to go undefeated. I think that we are easily the best team in the league. I think our front office is really what differentiates us. We've got so many great people helping behind the scenes, doing a ton of great job. Of course, Rho being our manager. Shout out Rho. Thank you for drafting me again. But the whole front office is phenomenal. Spack gave me a lot of help in the Discord this week with some team ideas. But that's going to be pretty much everything I've got. Yeah, I mean, showed the team one last time for the great performance it put on. Honestly, Naganadel, I'm not going to use this Pokemon again. This is whack. Why are you missing Draco Meteors like that? Why are you missing big Dracos like that? But outside of Naganadel, just not being able to hit moves that aren't 100% accurate. Rotom, I'm not forgetting that you missed that overheat game 1 too, but super stoked. Great way to start the day, let me tell you. But yeah, that is going to be everything for me here today. Thank you again so much for watching to the end of the video. Drop a like, drop a comment. Comment, go back to how you're feeling after game 1. Comment how you thought this set was going to end, because I definitely didn't think it was going to end this way. But, yeah, super, super fun. And, I'll see you next time.